Coming up next on In the City, the Rutherford County Housing Authority recently had a ribbon cutting for one of their primary structures in Murfreesboro. We'll find out which one. Then the Discovery School at Reeves will have some HVAC work done this summer, courtesy of an interest-free loan. We'll tell you more about it. Also, if you've been unsuccessful in getting the kids excited about eating right and exercising, the FUNN Project might be what you're looking for. And finally, Murfreesboro's Urban Environmental Department wants to reward you for your hard work in the yard. We'll find out how. All this and more coming up next on In the City. Hello and welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm your host, Michael Nevels. Highland Heights Public Housing has been in our community since 1950. It was slated for demolition until the Murfreesboro Housing Authority Board and HUD decided to renovate and completely change it inside and out. Now called Parkside, Patsy Nolan explains how the recent ribbon cutting starts a whole new chapter for this property.
Well, we're here at our newly renovated property, MHA property. Actually, these buildings were built in 1950. One of the first public housing projects in Murfreesboro, and they were slated for demolition about 3 or 4 years ago. That was the plan. We were going to take them down. And then when the economy turned, I just could not bear to take down buildings when I knew that there would be many more families than ever before who were going to be in need of housing. So then we were able to get some surplus money from the federal government. The ARA funding is what started this. And we sort of pull funding from different buckets of money to make it happen. We just so excited. I never, ever in my wildest dreams thought that it could look this pretty. And we're just so proud of it. The grand opening we had on Tuesday of this week, and every parking space was filled. I couldn't believe it. We had just folks from all over the community. We had partners that I've had for many years through my work at the Housing Authority, the Murfreesboro Police Department, of course. We have an actual police precinct here, and that is headed up by Detective Kelvin Jones, and he is just super. Well, this is Murfreesboro Housing Authority's premier property. We enjoy a great relationship with the City of Murfreesboro, certainly with the Mayor of Murfreesboro, who appoints our Board of Commissioners. And we've had such a strong partnership with Murfreesboro Police Department. This property consists of 46 units, one of those being the police precinct. 8 of them are 1-bedroom units, 4 of those are for handicapped disabled. And then we have 2 4-bedroom units. They are special in that they have a wraparound porch on either end of the building at the back. And so they're going to be just really nice for families, being that we are right next door to this world-class recreational center, Patterson Park, so we're so tickled with that. These new residents will be able just to walk right down the sidewalk to the park. We are looking for families who are working families, certainly. They are required to have employment when they move in, or they, in the case of being elderly or disabled, they need to have the income that is required for them to live here. And all they have to do is come by the office. They can come by our office, Murfreesboro Housing Authority at 415 North Maple. They can put in an application there for our premier housing property, Parkside. And they also can access it on the web. On the website we have at www.mha-tn.org. You can print off an application and get it into the office. You can drop it in the night deposit box or bring it by the office in person. And we're looking for a lot of good families to move into these units that we are so passionate about and so happy that we've been able to make them as pretty as we have.
While the kids are away this summer, the Discovery School at Reeves Rogers will have some HVAC work performed. The work will be covered through an interest-free loan received by MCS administration. We spoke to City Schools Finance Administrative Services Director Gary Anderson to find out more about the loan and the work involved.
3 years ago, the state of Tennessee established a fund for energy efficiency schools initiatives. They established it as grant monies and as interest-free loans. We as a district secured grant monies up to the maximum we could, and with that we put in some new boilers and some energy efficiency things for HVAC at some of the schools where the equipment was aging out. Our first interest-free loan was $1 million, and that was supposed to be the end of what we could get based on what they were going to allow each school district. With that first loan of $1 million, we put new lighting in 7 of our oldest schools in the district. That helped us on energy efficiencies tremendously. We are experiencing now a savings every month in what our utility bills were last year at the same time at those schools. The third piece of this, or what we call the interest-free loan number 2, and it's $1 million loan, was to again move into our energy efficiency for HVAC. Discovery School was built in 1958. It had an addition to it in 1964, and then in 1975 we put air conditioning in the schools. That went in at the same time at pretty much all of our older schools. The air conditioning systems back then were through-the-wall units. Well, those created a lot of noise, hot and cold spots within a room, and doesn't have the air transfer that's required under today's modern building codes. So we took this interest-free loan of $1 million, and having air conditioning units that were over 35 years old, we knew there were some energy efficiencies there that we could capture. So we went and applied for the loan. We got the loan. We did energy efficiency studies, and what we're going to be putting into the school is what's called a variable refrigerant flow air conditioning system. It will be sort of like a central heat and air system in a newer home, and it will have vent work that comes in, so we will not have through-the-wall units. When we take out those through-the-wall units, we're going to put windows in there to brighten up the light that comes into the room, which is, my understanding from our instructional people, that is the best kind of lighting for a classroom, is the natural light. This is an interest-free loan for 10 years of $1 million. We got the second one, which is the one we're using for Discovery, because how fast we moved on the previous one. They were only going to allow one loan, but because they saw that we were serious and we did it, and we actually completed the work this summer on the first one, they gave us the opportunity to do it on the second one.
Anderson adds the project has also been blessed by city management and city council.
The city encourages us to go forward on these things. When these loans and this grant first came up, I went to City Hall and asked Rob Lyons and Jim Crumley, I says, would the city encourage us to go forward with these, since they are interest-free, and we do have to put some money up on the grants because there's matching amounts of the grants, and they strongly encourage us to move forward with these because it will modernize our facilities, will improve the learning environment, and do it at a negligible amount to taxpayers on the energy efficiency savings. Like the lights, we're going to make money over the time that we're doing that. So they have been very encouraging for us to move forward with this, and the City Council has supported it every step of the way.
Anderson says these renovations will help keep money in the classroom.
We are very much aware of what it takes to educate the students in Murfreesboro and the amount of money, the investment it is that we make in the education, and we're looking for every way possible to save money through our operations, that we can keep the money in the classroom where it belongs.
Now, if you have any questions about what's happening with this project, you can call the City Schools Administration Office at 893-2313. Rita Shacklett, Director of the Linebaugh Public Library, tells us about some upcoming events and programs that you don't want to miss. Rita?
Libraries aren't just for reading books. Patrons can now engage in new technology, get involved in community projects, and participate in special events. Hello, I'm Rita Shacklett, Director of the Linebaugh Public Library System. Our 4 branches are Linebaugh and Myrtle Glanton Lord in Murfreesboro, Smyrna Library, and Eagleville Library. We want you to come check us out. Here's what's happening at the library. There are no more employer tax forms available at Linebaugh. They can be ordered free from www.irs.gov/businesses. Other federal income tax forms are available to the public on a first-come, first-served basis. Lineball Library offers a variety of free computer classes. All classes are on a first-come, first-served basis. A sign-up sheet is posted 30 minutes before each class. For a listing of available classes, check out our website at www.lineball.org. A printed calendar is also available. The Rutherford Writers, Inc. will meet on Wednesday, March 7th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, March 17th at 10 a.m. in the boardroom on the second floor of Lineball Public Library. All writers looking for help and insights into writing are invited to join. Smyrna writers will meet on Saturday, March 10th and March 31st from 12 to 2 p.m. Attendees are welcome to bring a short written work for peer review. For more information about the group, contact Mel at 615-459-4884. VITA tax preparers will be on hand to do free tax preparation at Smyrna Public Library on March 10th, 17th, and 31st from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Registration begins when the library opens. There is no pre-registration for this event. MGL offers a story time exclusively for parents of children who are attending morning exercise programs on Thursdays at Patterson Center. The story time is on Thursdays at 9 a.m. The main branch of the Lineball Public Library is located at 105 West Vine Street in Murfreesboro. Our hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you have any questions, call us at 893-4131 or visit our website at www.lineball.org.
Second graders within 3 city schools are learning just how fun healthy living can actually be. Parks and Recreation, in partnership with city schools, is continuing their FUNN Project, Families Understanding Nature and Nutrition Project. With the success of the first phase, which introduced students to the local ecological environment, the FUNN Project is now moving on into the phase of nutrition.
It's considered to be an epidemic in America: child obesity. Since 1985, child obesity has risen 30% in the state of Tennessee. Staff at Murfreesboro's Park and Recreation Department, along with city schools, are developing programs to combat these statistics here in Murfreesboro.
The nation is in a crisis, not only for childhood obesity, but also for childhood nature deficit. Today's kids are not getting outdoor experiences. They're not getting time to play outside. So we're trying to offer an opportunity for not just the kids, but families as well, to learn more about nature and to have a better outdoor experience.
The FUNN Project, Families Understanding Nature and Nutrition, was implemented into 2 city schools as a pilot program last year. This first phase of the project introduced second graders to nature in their outdoor environment during their science classes.
Phase 2 is getting into the nutrition. Coordinated School Health will be writing the nutrition curriculum, the Coordinated School Health staff, and they also will be doing a physical activity component and with the nutrition component and the gardening. So it's going to be really a terrific second phase, in that we'll really be hitting home with the nutrition. The ground-to-table concept basically is what we're focusing on, helping the students understand where their food comes from, how it starts, and along with that you get into the nature aspect of the insects and the soil quality and the different needs of plants.
This second phase will give students an illustration of how their efforts in growing a garden will eventually help them live healthier lives by improving their nutrition.
When we partnered with the city school systems, we decided to start at the second grade level and begin teaching them about nature and nutrition, and with the anticipation and the belief that the kids would get excited about nature and then run home and tell their parents. We hope they get excited about gardening and they'd run home and the parents might start a tomato plant or even larger and start a garden.
Another component of the FUNN Project is gardening. We have a garden at Bradley, and we also have a garden we started this year at Mitchell Nielsen Elementary. And we are starting a community garden at Key United Methodist Church that donated some land. And our gardening project is more focusing on the child and the family working together on this project. And we're calling this community garden Here We Grow Together. As a result, we have branched out into some other areas now in getting the kids more involved with the outdoors, involved with physical activity, and just becoming an all-around healthier child.
Funding for the FUNN Project was primarily funded by MTSU through the Center for Disease Control.
Well, phase 2 of the project is we received $48,000 in a grant, 100% funding all of this, by the way, no matching funds. $48,000 again from MTSU. We received $4,000 from the General Mills Corporation again, and we received, Extended School Program has been awarded $1,000 from the Natural Resource and Conservation Service, which is part of the Extension Service. We just hope that this can be a project that will go well into the future.
Deborah Pascal encourages volunteers and neighbors to take part in the maintenance of the school gardens. If you would like to know more or are interested in donating equipment, supplies, or your time, contact Deborah at 893-2141. Becky Johnson, the Parks and Recreation Department's Marketing and Special Events Coordinator, stopped by to talk about some of the great activities coming up. Becky?
Hi, I'm Becky Johnson with Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. We have parks, greenways, and facilities all across the city. Here are some programs for you and your family to enjoy.
Underwater Egg Hunt. The Aquatics Division would like to invite you to take part in our one-of-a-kind underwater egg hunt. This is our 8th year of putting on this show. Eggs aren't just under cabbage leaves anymore. Help us gather all the eggs off the pool floor. Make sure to bring a bag or basket to hold your eggs while you are on your egg hunting adventure in the water. For ages 2 through 9 on Saturday, March 31st. Registration begins at 8 a.m. and the jump is at 10 a.m. Free swim and egg hunt water fun until 11:45 a.m. Located at Patterson Park Pool, the fee is $3 per child. For more information, contact Kyle Goss at 615-893-7439. Pre-registration is preferred and space is limited.
Citywide Easter Egg Hunt. Children of all ages will enjoy this hunt. Participants will hunt for eggs and then exchange them for prizes at our Egg Change booth. Age-appropriate hunts will be offered repeatedly throughout the event, ensuring that everyone has a fair chance. In addition, there will be carnival-style games and a visit from the Easter Bunny. For all ages on Saturday, April 7th, starting at 1:00 p.m., located at the Richard Sicgel Community Park. The event is free. For more information, contact Thomas Laird at 615-907-2251. Murfreesboro Track and Field. Murfreesboro Track and Field is a great opportunity to get out and get active. Track and field is a rewarding sport that anyone can participate in. Our trained staff will help prepare athletes for the coming track season. Practices will be held on Monday evenings as we prepare for the local Hershey's Track and Field meet. Registration will be held throughout the month of March at SportsCom McFadden Community Center and the main office at Barfield Crescent Park. For ages 9 through 14 on Mondays beginning April 9th at 5:30 p.m. The program will be held at Riverdale High School Track. The fee is $25, which includes a t-shirt. For more information, contact Thomas Laird at 615-907-2251. 36th Annual Pioneer Days at Cannonsburg Village. Old-time demonstrations, storytelling, hay rides, cloggers and dancing, bluegrass music, antique auto show, blacksmith demonstration, craft fair, and food vendors. Come out and enjoy a day of old-fashioned fun. For all ages on Saturday, April 14th, from 10 a.m. to 5:00 p.m. at Cannonsburg Village. The event is free except for purchases. For more information, contact Cannonsburg Village at 615-890-0355. St. Clair Classic's 12th Anniversary Dance. Enjoy an evening of dancing to the music of Snappy Pappy. Co-sponsored by Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department, the St. Clair Street Senior Center, and the St. Clair Classics. For ages 60 and over on Saturday, April 14th. Refreshments will be served at 6:30 p.m. and the dance will be from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. at the St. Clair Street Senior Center. Admission is $5 per person at the door. For more information, contact Brenda Elliott at 615-848-2550. For more information about these events and more great programs, please pick up our Rec Connection guide at any of these locations. The main office at Barfield Crescent Park, the Wilderness Station, Patterson Park Community Center, SportsCom, or Cannonsburg Village. Visit us at murfreesborotn.gov/parks for a glimpse of everything we have to offer and up-to-date changes and pricing on our parks, facilities, and rentals. Also, click on our homepage to be added to our e-newsletter, which gives you the latest up-to-dates on programs and events, or call us at 890-5333.
The city's Urban Environmental Department wants to reward citizens for landscaping projects of outstanding aesthetic and artistic appeal, as well as projects that feature sound environmental practices. It's called the Civic Pride Award, and Brad Barbie explains how you can get involved.
My name's Brad Barbie. I'm with the city's Urban Environmental Department. Our department has basically 3 different functions. We have the Landscape Ordinance Administration function, which is a lot of what I am involved with. We have a city's tree crew that maintains the trees that are within the city's right-of-way throughout the city. And then we have our Landscape Maintenance Division that does the landscape maintenance for over 50 city-owned properties. The new Community Landscape Award, that's what we're working on now. We know we have a lot of citizens and business owners that do a fantastic job of maintaining the landscapes around their properties, and we want to try to create an opportunity to recognize those people. We've got 4 categories. We've got the single family category that's going to be for most of your properties where a single family resides. That's going to be for individuals that maintain their own property, a family that does all of their own landscape maintenance. Then we've got a multifamily division. It's going to be for like your apartment complexes and places where more than one family lives. That can be either property owner maintained or professionally maintained, either one. Commercial and industrial division, those can be maintained by the property owner or a professional company also. And then the last one is Residential Homeowners Association maintained property. Anyone can make a nomination. That's open to anyone. If you're going down the street and you've got a neighbor that does a great job, and you want to give them an attaboy and say, hey, these people do a great job, I want to nominate them. Absolutely. We're going to have a submittable form online. You can go to our city's website at murfreesborotn.gov. You can go to our website, find our application form, nominate whichever property you want, and it's sent directly to us. You can also print off a form from our website, mail it in, fax it in, bring it by our office. We'd be more than happy to accept it. Once we receive those, we'll compile all the information, we'll give them to our Urban Environmental Commission members, and they will serve as the judges for this competition. Our commission members will give them a list of the properties, they'll go out, evaluate each property, and the properties that come back with the highest scores will receive the award in one of those 4 categories. A sign, we've got a fairly large sign for recognition that we request to be placed on the property for 30 days. If you have questions about the program, you can always email me at bbarbee, that's BBARBEE, at murfreesborotn.gov. You can always give me a call at 895-8059.
Seniors in Murfreesboro have a great place to turn to for classes, trips, dances, and get-togethers. It's the St. Clair Street Senior Center. Do you want to know more? Well, Senior Center Director Linda Burt stopped by to tell us about some of the latest happenings.
Hi, I'm Linda Burt. If you're a senior in Murfreesboro, we'd love for you to come and check out the St. Clair Street Senior Center. There's always something happening at St. Clair, all with you in mind. Here are just some of the activities we have coming up.
March the 28th, at 2 o'clock, and every Wednesday afternoon is club karaoke. We have several songs to choose from for you to sing by yourself, with a friend, or the audience. March the 29th at 8:30 is the Sheriff's Citizen Academy. Come and learn just what the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department does and how important it is to our community. Find out what it takes to be a deputy and how the department works from the folks that protect us daily. March the 29th at 9:45, the seniors leave for Vaudeville History of Falcon Rest in McMinnville. This is a vaudeville-style history show. No song and dance, but lots of amusing stories about Falcon Rest Mansion and the people whose lives it touched from our fun-loving Victorian gentlemen. March the 30th at 12 o'clock, the Labor of Love Caregiver Support Group meets. This support group offers compassion and advice for caregivers of loved ones with Alzheimer's, dementia, disabled, and chronically ill. April the 2nd at 8 o'clock is sign-up day at the Senior Center. This is the first day to sign up for the new classes, trips, and events. Sign-up begins in the upper dining room. The Senior Center is also signing up for the Tunica trip scheduled for May 8th and 9th. April the 2nd, the Froggy Hunt begins. Spring has sprung and little froggies are invading the Senior Center. We decided that we might as well have some fun with this invasion, so let the Froggy Scavenger Hunt begin. Get the details from the Leaf, the monthly newsletter, or from the front desk at the Senior Center. April the 2nd at 8 o'clock, the new walking group called Greenway Saints will begin walking somewhere in Murfreesboro. Be sure to sign up to join this energized group so you can get the word of where the group will be walking. Sign up anytime at the front desk at the Senior Center. April the 3rd at 9 o'clock is the Candidates Forum. Candidates for the City Council will meet to answer your questions. This will be a good time to meet and greet the candidates for a time of refreshment following the forum. The certified tax consultants are still preparing and filing taxes at the Senior Center. Please call the Senior Center if you would like to set up an appointment for tax assistance. Time is running out.
We'd love for you to come and be a part of what's going on at St. Clair Street Senior Center. If you'd like to join us and sign up for classes, trips, and events, we're located at 325 St. Clair Street. And for more information, you can call us at 848-2550 or visit us on the web at www.murfreesborotn.gov. Come and join us.
The Murfreesboro Police Department has teamed up with a Child is Missing Alert program, which is a nonprofit organization that utilizes computer mapping systems. Trained technicians place alert phone calls to businesses and residents in the area when someone has gone missing. It's a free service to the department and has been accredited with more than 800 safe recoveries nationwide. Also, the Murfreesboro Police Department wants to inform the public it will be stepping up its noise ordinance enforcement efforts. This ordinance targets vehicles that play music loud enough to be heard in another vehicle with the windows rolled up or on private property. Also, music being played on private property that can be heard beyond its property lines. This effort is to help contribute to improving the quality of life for citizens and visitors. As always, our goal here with Murfreesboro City TV is to provide you with local city information 24 hours a day. So if you want to find out what's going on right here in your town, pick up a copy of our program schedule at the Comcast Murfreesboro office, the Linebaugh Public Library, St. Clair Street Senior Center, or the city's website at murfreesborotn.gov. If you would like a copy via email, just send a request to citytv@murfreesborotn.gov. Remember, on the city's website, you have city programs and meetings right at your fingertips. And also, the City TV channel is streaming live 24 hours a day at www.murfreesborotn.gov. Until next time, we'll see you in the city.